In this video we take care about those knobs here on that side. Yeah, let's create a polygon cylinder. Let's rotate that guy. Let's rotate that guy 90 degrees in Z. And let's move this guy to the side here. Let's move it into a position somewhere that it sits in the center here of that thing. So let me go to the side view, check that out. Move it somewhere about here. Let's go to the top view, frame in on that, hit F on my keyboard. Okay, so let's move it somewhere here. The thing is, yeah, so the fact that we haven't modeled the main case exactly like the watch is looking, we can't bring that cylinder here or that knob into the same size as it is here on that background image, but we try to bring it at as close as we can. Okay, so take that. Now let's change the subdivisions here under the inputs to 24. I was actually going into that images I found via Google and counted those things that are coming out of that cylinder. Let's also change those subdivision caps here to, so click on that middle mouse, change it to something like 5. 4 would even work. So let's do 4 subdivision caps. And now let's go in here and select the face loop here, and let's extrude that. Extrude that out in Z, the blue one here, and say we want the keep faces together off. So type in 0 under that input. And yeah, we could go in and say we want to scale those out a little bit more. And then scale those in, the green button here. Scale that in a little bit more. Yeah, and maybe we might want to move that down a little bit. And then we scale those in with the red one here, so it should be X. Something like this. Okay, so let's try that out. First of all, before we smooth that guy, let's move this out of the way so that we have more space to work with. And now let's select an edge here. Select this here, and then Control right click, Edge Ring Utilities and Split. Set this to multi, and with those two selected, let's scale those out. I'll bring that close to the end here, somewhere about here. Okay, so we smooth that. Okay, that's looking okay to me right now. So now let's select a few faces here. I'm using the paint select tool. If I want to scale that brush size here, hold down B and then middle mouse and drag that down. So now we select some faces here, all of those, and let's move those out somewhere about here. And then let's scale it up. Okay, and let's maybe we might want to move this in just a tiny bit, and then scale that up a bit more. Let's check that out, how that looks if we smooth that guy. Okay, so to give this here a little bit more definition, we can select this edge loop here and scale that up. And now let's see how that looks. Okay, it's looking all right. So with that, so let's go in and again, I'm using my paint selection tool. Go to face mode, and I will select all of those faces here. And yeah, maybe we want to say, okay, hit control, right click, grow selection, hit G, so to select all of those. And then let's extrude all of those faces here on that side out a little bit. And scale that in just a tiny bit. Like that. Maybe we bring it even in a little bit more. And then we say control right click and shrink selection. Hit G to repeat that tool, and then we extrude that guy in this direction here. And we can delete all those faces, so because we're not seeing those. And give this some definition by inserting some edge loops. Now let's bring this guy back to that main case. Okay, so it could be a little bit larger. Okay, so if you take the scale tool and then hit control and scale that in X. So we bring it as close to the main case here as we can without intersecting, somewhere about here, so smooth that guy out. Okay, and then we might want to move it out to a point somewhere about here. Okay. So let's check it out from the top view. And it's coming definitely closer to what you see on the background image. And the fact again that we didn't model this thing out as it should be, we can't scale that knob as large as it is on the background image. Okay, so with that thing done, we can go in and create the other two knobs, or we have to create one. But before we do that, I see my time is running again. So let us first, before we start with the other two knobs, select the logo and hit Control D to duplicate that, and then we move that over here. So we definitely have to rotate that guy 90 degrees in X and 90 degrees in Y. And then we move this guy into its position. So we want to put it here on that knob. So move it here. So move it in Z, and then V snap it, or point snap it here. And then move that guy here. And then go to the side view and bring this logo into its position. I think the size is okay. If you want to, you can scale that down a tiny bit. Somewhere here, and then we intersect it with a knob somewhere about here. Okay, and then finally we have to insert the 3 points that are visible when you take a look at the pictures. There are 3 points. Yeah, well, that's something that we do in the next video, because my time is running. Okay, so yeah, we got one the bigger knob here done, and let's pause the video and take care about the other 2 knobs in the next one, and we will finish those 3 dots or circles that are under that logo. Okay.